So, patch notes. Big patch coming tomorrow, finally. For changes for Battlegrounds, Duels, Arena, Standard, and Wild. That's amazing. I mean, it's a bit long due in Battlegrounds, but they're busy with mercenaries. Okay, it's fine. So, standard updates. I'm gonna cover those as well because I play in Grandmasters and I care about Constated still. So I'm gonna cover Constated as well. Brute going to 8 mana is great because the deck was like a little bit too good at getting quadruple or triple or double Brute on turn 3, and that was a bit too oppressive. At 8 mana should still be playable, but not that early, not on turn 3. Mind Render Illusia now replaces your hand with a copy of your opponent's until end of turn. Basically, useless in aggro priest, still good in like some control-ish variant of priest, without being giga oppressive and deleting your opponent's hand. I love this change, and I don't know why it wasn't done sooner. I mean, it seems like a pretty creative text, so maybe it took them some time to figure it out. Or maybe it took Ty's tweeting about losing to Illusia to get it changed. I think that's the main reason. Perpetual Flame being 2 mana is fine, but was Shaman that oppressive? Maybe it would have been... I don't know. Command the Elements? Play 2 cards with Overload. Now the last stage is gonna be play 3 cards with Overload. So now it's more symmetric. It's free. I feel like they should have just changed this and leave Perpetual Flame as is. But I'm not a game designer, so I don't know. Maybe it was needed. The Demon Seed. Now it's take 8 damage, take 8 damage, and still take 8 damage, and banned in Wild. Cool. Great changes. I still think it's gonna be insane in Control versus Control, so it doesn't really solve that problem. But now aggro decks have a real way to kill it, the Warlock, before they finish the quest. It's a good nerf, I like it. Good nerf. Another good nerf, Mithril Rod going to 4 mana. Pretty good nerfs in Standard. Now they're also doing some buffs. Leatherworking Kit gets buffed. Selective Breeder gets buffed. Wildfire at 1 mana is wild. This might be insane. Also, Mordresh at 8 is pretty insane. Crazy changes. Is it enough to make a new mage archetype? We'll see. I'm sure Tice is gonna try it out. He's the constructed god. Stormwind Freebooter. 4-6, pretty solid. 2-2. Ooh, they want to push Pirate Warrior. Interesting. And now, the thing that you are all waiting for. Battlegrounds. General update. So, turn lengths have been reverted to the previous timings. I think this is great, and I think it was great that we had longer turn times in the beginning of the patch. And it gave us a lot of time to get accustomed to the new cards, but now going back to old times is fine. In my opinion, they should even monitor the times further and trim down some seconds from some turns, or add some seconds in other turns. Shadowwalk, hero power now costs 2. Basically means Shadowwalk is still gonna be very good in double token lobbies, but garbage in other spots, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And even in double token lobbies, you'll have to like think of how to play this or how to use it. That's nice. I think it's a good nerf. Galewing. Galewing wasn't that OP, right? So it seems like a weird nerf. But now basically you're gonna just always discover. They should have changed Galewing's hero power from Dunger's Grave Rune to Discovery Channel, because you're only gonna pick the middle hero power at all times. I think. Panda adjusted the odds of hero power offerings. Mind I ask how? Like, cool that you adjusted them, but can we know what you changed? Like, something? What I would do is, like, I would remove Ice Block from getting offered. Ice Block, sorry. Reno and Zamzorak from getting offered. Or Zamzorak is okay, but not Ice Block from it. And that's it. Otherwise, I would just leave it the same way. But what they did, I have no idea. We'll see, I guess. Um, Defiant Sheeprite has been removed from the minion pool. Well, it was garbage. South Sea Captain has been returned. Nice! South Sea Captain was a very solid pirate, and one of the main reasons why pirates had mid-game. Love that. Impatient Doomsayer. I was kind of impatient about Impatient Doomsayer getting nerfed. It took them like way more time than it should have. But finally, I think it's kind of unplayable in its current form, and I'm happy with that. Tavern 4 and Avenge 4 is basically way worse than the Tavern 4 Avenge 3, but gives you specific demons. It's still playable. It's just not game-breaking. Still playable. Much harder. The other Avenge card that generates battle cries might be better, even in Demon Comb, but I don't know. We'll have to play to see. Katranatir is now Tavern 3, and scaled accordingly. So Rough Weaver Demons seem pretty juicy. They're pushing Rough Weaver Demons. Not the biggest fan of that, because it's kind of like boring way of playing, but I like Katranatir a lot. Leapfrogger now gives +1/+1 rather than +2/+2. I'm not very well versed in mathematics, but doesn't this just mean that you need one extra buff chain? Like, it still seems broken. Am I not understanding this well? Or is it +1/+1 every single time, making it like way weaker? Half the stats. Half the stats, but if you have like a billion procs with Baron, isn't it still broken? It's a lot weaker. We'll see. So now Golden Frog is as good as previously having a normal frog. Does that put things into perspective? Yeah, I guess it is quite weaker. I still think Golden Baron, Golden Frog is gonna be insane. And yeah, it's not gonna be so good that you should just always buy it and then build around it later. It's gonna be like, if you have a specific Baron comp, maybe get it. Something like that. I have to rethink how I think about this card. That's a bit weird. Macau, after this attacks, trigger another friendly minion's death rattle. So he cannot trigger on himself. I don't think this is gonna change things by that much, but it's a good, healthy change for the game, I think. Reanimating going to 5 stars is good because it was way too good. It was showing up way too often as a 4-star. Whelp Smuggler now is a 2/5, but only buffs by +1 health. Again, now it becomes more like a niche minion rather than like an always having dragon situations. Still almost doubles your Caligos, so it's still like a very good thing to have. You probably cannot get away with like 2 Whelp Smugglers, 4 dragons, and 1 buff slot. And more like 1 Whelp Smuggler in addition to Caligos. I don't know exactly. We'll have to wait and see. Trickster is now give these minions maximum health to another friendly minion. Wait, he could buff himself or what? I don't get what this means. It's just text? Anybody knows what this means? Oh, with Macau he could buff himself. I get it. Okay, so now he cannot be Macau'd. Okay, that's cool. Master of Realities is now a Tavern 5 minion, as he should. So discovering a 5 gets a bit better, because this is still good for a 5. Discovering 6 gets better. Perfect. Peggy now is a 6/5. Perfect. Pirate's getting way better with Peggy getting buffed. Gold Grabber is a 4/4. Okay, great. Love it. Salty Looter is a 4/5. I mean, I get buffing Pirates, but is Salty Looter the target? I don't know. Whatever. Fine. Pirates are really good right now, though. Maybe Tempo Pirates are actually legit. Prophet of the Board is now a 3/3. Roadboard is now a 2/4. Wait, are they re-changing the nerfs to how it was previously? I think it is, right? They just reverted the nerfs. I mean, now Quillboys are good, Pirates are good. Murlocs don't get anything extra, but I guess they don't want Murlocs to dominate, so they want to just keep them in check. That's fine. I love the changes. Like, it's amazing changes. Would have loved to have them, like, I don't know, 1-2 weeks ago, but can't complain. Again, I know they're busy with Mercenaries. They're at Blizzard in the Hearthstone category. But this patch looks sick. Looking forward to it. I don't want to talk about Duels for Arena because I'm not really playing those game modes. But for Standard and Battlegrounds, this is a very exciting patch and I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, that's it. That's the patch.